Welcome to the super fun game review podcast. Go Mega Ultra Between Review Show. Down. Welcome to MUBRS.
We're back once again.
The MUBRS.
So,
the MUBRS.
what has everyone been playing? No repeats. Here we go.
No repeats.
Harry.
I have nothing new then.
All right. Steve.
146,000 renown though.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Yeah. No.
Anything new? No?
Nothing new. Just this one growth, but that's not game related.
Yeah. How about you, Ralph?
I mean, I thought about playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2014, but I didn't buy it.
There's a car mechanic simulator.
Yeah,
2014?
actually, there's a 14, a 15, and an 18. I think I've seen some footage of it. I might buy 14 because it's only like $7 on Steam.
Wow.
Well, there's like the simulator for the PlayStation VR for like the car where you have to like, take the tire off.
Well,
put it
yeah,
back
that's,
on.
that's
It's-
job simulator.
Yeah,
that's
job simulator.
Yeah.
It's almost
that's
like that.
way different.
Yeah, it's a little obviously less comedic in tone, but you could make an argument that there are comparisons there.
Huh.
I want to play that again. I want
Yeah,
the
it's
robot boss.
It's a good party game. I can't just sit there and just play by myself.
Yeah, it's some fun.
No.
But you're good at it. Playing with yourself.
Lots of practice.
I have played 2 new games.
Oh!
New,
Fucking fancy
new.
bitch over here.
So,
Doo-doo?
actually, today I started playing Fortnite, which is kind of interesting. It's going to be free to play eventually, but like you can buy a Founders Pack and kind of get like a head start and early access now.
Fortnite. Is that the sequel to Shovel Knight, but you just fight forts?
No.
No, you fight you fight with a fort.
Oh! Which one is that anyway?
So Fortnite is by, I think it's the new game from Epic and Gearbox.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much it's kind of like Ark a little bit where it's a survival game. You're doing base building and things like that. It has a cartoony and kind of Borderlands-ish feel.
Okay.
There's like some comedy there. There's like robots that are essentially the main comedic value. You're opening up loot crates and you get new heroes and things like that from it. It's pretty cool. It's a third-person shooter, and you can construct things on the fly and like survive hordes and things like that. It's pretty neat.
Oh, cool.
I haven't delved too much past the tutorial, but it took me almost 2 hours to get through the tutorial today.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a long one.
Yeah. It was worth it so far. And also, go ahead.
I'm
Ralph.
getting a Team Fortress 2 vibe. Is that off?
A little bit. There's base building and crafting and stuff in the game, which isn't really Team Fortress.
Sure.
Hold on one sec.
I guess I mean graphic.
That was your cover.
Yeah, graphically, the tone is the same, I would say.
Cool.
As Team Fortress 2. Are you watching a video of it right now?
No, he's looking at screenshots.
okay.
Or maybe even like a Time Splitters to the art style.
Yeah, it's
I like Time Splitter's art style though. Like
yeah,
it.
no,
Yeah,
it's
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 nice.
good. It looks really cool. The main like bad guys are pretty cool. It looks like it would be like a Frankenstein, like a skinny Frankenstein, except for the head and jaw look like they would be a hoodie that you just like undid, and it's a skull instead. It's really like a weird it's through the mouth though, like the mouth opening. It's
Show me that shit, Ralph.
Through the mouth of madness.
mouth
Oh,
opening.
okay. All right.
But
Kinda
yeah,
like Team Fortress-esque.
a few of the friends picked it up. Kyle, he's been on here. He picked it up, so I'm gonna be playing that with them.
How much money?
I got the $60 version. There is a way to get in for $40 right now, but it'll be free to play within the next year.
Gotcha.
Really?
And then just
You're
buy
predicting
on all
that, or
the...
they've said that?
What's that?
You're predicting that, or they've said that?
No, they said they're gonna have it free to play probably by next summer.
But you're going to have to buy all the add-ons. You'll probably get so much more in spending the $60 now than you will if you actually download it for free and then just buy all the extra shit to...
Yeah, okay, almost like a credit system. I mean, that just seems weird that they would announce it. They would release a $60 game and then say, "Oh, in a year it's going to be free to play."
Well,
Like that-
the
Well,
content.
no, this is considered early access.
Ew.
So, for what it's worth.
Does it have crossplay? Can I get it for PC and play it? Play you guys? And
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
You have a PS4
that's a pipe
though.
dream.
Like,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
um,
I need to get a bigger hard drive though.
I got a hard drive.
and also I've been playing a lot of Persona 5.
It's my dick, Ralph.
Got it.
Oh, you finally started playing that again.
Yes, I did, and this was like actually like the deep dive. I went from like 3 hours.
Is that a repeat?
What, of Persona 5?
Yeah.
I mentioned it once that I started playing it like 6 months ago.
All right, I'm just teasing you. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember the
go
giant
ahead.
box that he had sitting here? It's like, I need to start playing this again.
Yeah, we
I
talked
should really
more
start
about
playing
what
this
sitting
came
on it
in
right
the
now.
$80 version of it than the actual
Oh,
like
yeah,
game
yeah,
itself.
true.
Because I had only played like an hour of it. I'm actually like 20 hours deep into it now. It is really fucking good. I'm not even through like the first like dungeon part of like you essentially
Sounds like
there's like 5 bosses.
you're still on the first hallway after 20 hours.
No.
Do those 5 bosses have personas? Persona 5.
Kind of. It's weird. So like the way the personas work is it's an inner manifestation of what the character views themselves as.
Oh, so my everyday life.
Wait,
They
so
made
like
a game out of it. I need royalties, God damn it.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3, the Dream, what is that? The Dream Masters?
Yes.
That's where like when they sleep, they become like a superhero-ish version of themselves. They have
because
like,
they
extra
learn to
powers.
control their dreams.
Yeah,
by that
kind of.
point.
They like in this one it's more like
Dream Warrior, sorry.
modern and
Oh,
teenage
yes.
where like the main character just gets this random app on his phone and he's like, what the hell is this? And he like keeps trying to delete it and it won't go away. And then all of a sudden it like activates and it's supposed to be like a GPS and it leads him to this spot and it's in an alternate reality where one of his teachers from the high school that he's in is like being physically and mentally abusive to the volleyball team. This is like the first like boss essentially of it is
The abusive volleyball
Kamoshida. But yeah, he
You
abu-
expect
like,
to.
he physically abuses the male students and he like
Nice.
Gross.
mentally abuses and like forces himself on some of like the females.
Gross.
Not
Yeah,
nice.
it's super gross. So the whole idea is like they're like, "Oh, well, we're going to go into this alternate reality and we're going to steal his heart and it'll make him in person have a change of heart." And when they do that, essentially what it does is that person becomes so overdone with guilt that they confess to all of their stuff and then whatever happens. If they can't live with the guilt, they'll kill themselves. If they can't, yeah. So it is not like when I say change of heart, like I rolled my eyes when the character said it and she was like, and like it's like this cat thing is like telling you about it.
Yo.
And yeah, as he was explaining it,
Yes.
he's like, yeah. So also, I've seen people do this before, and most of them end up dead. Like they literally like steal their heart, and if the person is like evil enough, like they lose their heart in actual life. It's like a weird like.
Matrix.
It's almost like how like in Death Note when they like write somebody's name and that person dies within a certain amount of time. It's the same idea. Like this game, you go in, you steal that person's heart, they die eventually.
They're going to melt his icy heart with a Worm Island song.
But like,
Or is it
there's a
cool
bunch
his
of like
fiery heart
What?
with a cool island song. I don't know. Thanks, South Park.
Making things up? Okay.
But yeah, that's been pretty interesting. I'm actually like at the point where I'm about to take out like the first character that you're going after.
So, would you say for someone who's never played Persona, start with 5 or start with like 3? Isn't there like a 3 gold and then a 4?
There's 4
don't-
golden.
There's 4 golden. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
I started with 4 golden and I never beat it. I jumped into 5 and there's no the only thing that's the same is personas are a thing. That's it.
No. Okay.
Everything else is it's separate stories. There's not, continued characters or anything. Like Final Fantasy, you can jump into any one of the Final Fantasies.
And they're all a little different, yeah.
Yeah, Persona's the same way.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool, and it's a turn-based RPG, which I love. I love
that's neat.
turn-based
A
RPGs.
dying breed.
Yes, absolutely, and the attack systems and stuff are really cool. It's a really interesting game that I've been spending a lot of time with.
Do you have that on disc or did you download it?
I have a disc.
Can I borrow that when you're done?
Yeah, absolutely.
He has a whole goddamn box for it. You didn't see it laying
No,
around
yeah,
for a
he's got,
while?
like
Did you not see that, man?
Yeah, I think I missed out on
Oh,
that
dude,
one.
I'll before you leave, I'll pull it out.
he's got the Moltra edition.
Oh, sexy. Oh,
Is it very Japanese?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
very, very Japanese.
that's racist.
The
Jared.
whole
Goddamn.
thing, actually,
Japanese
one of
school.
my favorite parts.
I
of
think
the
tacos are very Mexican, but fucking whatever.
Oh, enchilada my dick.
So, the menus and stuff like that are so stylized that I love the art style of the entire game.
So where it's not just blocky, controls everything else, like they actually have some dynamic to them.
Yeah, like
no, I like
it
that.
looks really punk and animated, and like it's like lots of blacks and whites and reds, and like it's very like dynamic. Everything is constantly moving. Like when you're done a mission, it's really cool. Like, or when you're done a battle, your character starts walking, and then you're seeing the level up stuff, and he's just walking past the level up things as you press it.
Oh, okay.
And then he walks back into place, and then the camera kind of pans back out, and you're back to where you were in the room situationally.
Oh, neat.
It's really cool, like the transitions and things like that. The style of it, I really like it. There's no soft edges. Everything is very sharp and gritty. The whole design of it's really cool.
Like that glass in the carpet. It's just sharp.
Yep, just real sharp.
This sharp.
What's the music like?
The music's really good. It's very, very Japanese, but it's very, very
J-pop?
yeah. There's totally like J-pop and like a thing that's really common in the Persona games is they talk about Japanese pop culture. So like idols, if you're familiar with that at all in like Japanese music. It's essentially like how we view our pop stars, like fucking Justin Bieber and shit. They just all call them idols.
Speak
and
for
shit.
yourself.
Okay.
I've seen your Justin Bieber shrine.
Yeah. So
Don't hate on the Biebs.
I will fucking beat you with my mic. Hate on the
He's
Biebs.
misguided in his chrome car.
Oh, he's misguided.
It's all right.
What a
God.
tragic soul.
Hey, you know what, Ralph? He's Canadian. Cut him a break.
What are you talking about? Head
There are a lot of
Well,
good Canadians, dude.
So,
Shatner's Canadian.
sorry,
So yeah,
That's my example. William Shatner's Canadian.
I don't know why it's so cold.
He's
What's down
from
here?
Canada. And yes.
So yeah, I would say definitely check out Persona 5 if you're even remotely curious
I
about
gotta
it,
admit,
or just want to
yeah.
play a really good like turn-based RPG. If you love anime like I do, or you can tolerate anime, it's a great experience.
If you
so
put
far.
it on the
Tolerate
list.
and
No,
tolerate it.
dude. Well,
Some
no, but there's
people-
some people who
yeah.
really can't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Some
It's
people
like,
absolutely
I know.
hate anime, hate
That's
the
true.
style of it, but if you can tolerate it enough to get into it, it's great.
yeah. Well, I've seen people enough where they can distinguish between the two, between like the actual anime itself, just sitting and watching it, and playing through an anime art style type of.
Oh,
game.
there's full anime cutscenes as well.
Huh.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and like the way that they
Any mechs?
not that I've seen, but I'm sure there's
out.
I'm sure there's going to be a mech Persona
Any
at some point.
Saiyans?
Just saying.
Actually, no.
Yeah, just saying.
I need
Just
like
saying.
a new like high definition Gundam Wing thing going on here. It's like bring it back.
You know, I liked G Gundam, which is like in terms of reputation, I think like the worst Gundam
Yeah,
series.
it was,
And
but
it's pretty
hey, to
silly.
each their own. Yeah,
But I still kind of like. I have a soft spot for G Gundam. I think it's funny.
I was excited because I was going through some old stuff and actually found my Gundam Wing Endless Waltz DVD
Oh yeah.
that's been stashed away for probably good like 12, 13 years.
Harry, what do you got over there?
So, I thought it was about time that we dive into this.
Oh,
The questions that I added with the last poll for the game.
oh,
I thought we'd go over some of the percentages on what people thought about the show.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
Here we
Okay,
go.
all right,
Hit
yeah.
us.
Let's.
So-
This
so-
will be like our last thing for MUBRS, and then we'll probably wrap up.
Cool.
and then you mean like then we're done afterwards because of everything that comes in? We just
Yeah,
cry
everyone's gonna be like,
ourselves
"We
to
hate
sleep."
you guys."
well, I do have something to add after this, but let me
Okay.
get through this
All right,
real
go
quick.
for it. Let's do this.
So, first of all, we all know that Farming Simulator 15,
It's the best game ever. You're
so
welcome.
Let's go over that one real quick.
Yeah,
so,
stay tuned for next week.
50% of the votes came in for Farming Simulator.
Thank you, everybody. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
my
everyone who
God.
voted.
You made my dream come true. so much.
Um,
Oh yeah, Ralph, this one was me. You're welcome. This is my Rambo.
so the runner-up with 28.6% of the votes was Alan Wake, which I'm so sad we're not reviewing that tonight. Instead.
That would have been a tough one to review because they don't sell it anymore.
I have a copy.
We would all have to borrow it.
We could
pretty
pass
much.
it.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
We'll pass it around. It's the
Gross.
Village Bicycle.
Then it
Gross.
was followed by Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City with 14.3%. Then Brink with 7.1% of the votes. And then Lester the Unlikely with a big fat fucking goose egg.
Oh, no one's familiar with it.
Well, I
Oh.
guess that situation was very unlikely to happen.
Brink. Brink is
You're
just-
fired, Steve.
I think
You're
Brink.
fired.
Brink's
Wait,
a
I was getting
personal
paid for
vendetta.
this?
So I also put out a couple questions to kind of get a gauge on where our fan base is with
All
the
right.
show. So the first question I posed out there, what are your feelings towards the show?
I think it's terrible.
Straight
Oh,
to the
wait,
point.
what?
Wait, so it was like multiple choice?
Yeah, he left
What were your
like
feelings?
yeah,
Okay,
he
go.
left like a
So the scale was love it, like it, it's okay, dislike it, I hate it.
how many I hate it.
Nobody voted for I hate it.
Oh,
So that's
thanks
good.
guys.
No, so
Oh, like it was a disappointment?
Yeah, right.
It's like, hell, if I knew that was up, I would
No,
have
I
at
said
least
oh,
voted it.
thanks guys.
Oh, no,
So-
I would have voted that.
so 75% said they love it.
How many?
75%.
Oh, awesome.
Those are good. Makes me feel good inside.
Yeah. Ew.
What is that? 3 people?
Harry, it's leaking
No,
out a
it
little
was
bit.
quite a bit more. Next, with like it, was 16.7%.
Okay. Well, so we have about...
So what?
we got, there's like the top 90th percentile in 2.
So what
Okay.
I would say to those people, give us some feedback. What can we do to get you from like it to love it?
Oh God, don't do that.
Please tell
we're not
us.
we're not doing this managerial stuff. It's like, all right, well that
Well, no, because I
that
want to
was
know
a 4.
What
do you think didn't make it a 5? Was it the conversation you had? Did you
Probably
not recommend
Steve.
a product?
It's probably Steve.
Are you kidding me? That's 70 or 76%, fucker. No, it's probably not. That's like 5.
You're
Eight-
suddenly very bitter.
8.3% for it's okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
All right.
It's okay.
It's fine.
So if they think it's just okay,
They took the
That's-
time to take the poll, though.
I wonder if it's one of our friends that are just listening just because they know us.
Maybe.
They're like,
But
ah,
it might be legitimate, which you
it's
know
Kyle
what?
Page.
It is Kyle Page. He's been on the show twice and he's like, it's okay. Oh, fuck you, Kyle Page, you sweet boy.
And then we didn't get any votes for dislike it or I hate it. So
All right.
that was good. So that
So we're neutral and above.
yes,
All
neutral.
right.
Yeah, neutral and above.
I dig it. Hey, you know what? That's still pretty
Way to
good.
see the silver lining.
Hey, I'm a glass half
what do-
full kind of guy.
What do we got next there, Harry?
So next question was:
Uh-oh.
as the show has progressed, has it gotten A, better, B, worse, or C, stayed the same?
I'm going to say
Anybody want to guess at percentages here?
78 said better, 2% said worse, and then what's that, like another 20 stayed the same? No. Stayed the same is a little less. Better
Just
is
give
a
us
little
the
higher.
results, Jesus.
Yeah, just go for it.
83
I don't want to do the guessing game.
15.
Yeah, 75% said better.
75. All right. Yeah.
Right, that is 75. I printed it out on really tiny font because I wanted to fit this all on the one page.
Yeah, have the oldest one reading the tiny font. That's great.
The one that needs glasses.
25% said stayed the same. 0% said gotten worse.
Oh.
Nice.
Again, I would consider that a win for the podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Next question.
I'm surprised there wasn't one.
What critiques about the show do you have? Check all that apply.
What?
And then number 1, so this was like choose this or something else. This was I love everything about the show. 66.7%. I guess some people opted out of this question as well because it has less votes than some of the other ones. And then we got 33.3% said other. And I didn't print out. Some people left it blank, but I remember somebody just wanted to write in the comment, "You do you, boo."
Wow. That's you know what? Thank you. And to you, you do you, boo-boo, too.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's do us.
I'm thinking boo, like
Let's
from Mario.
do each other.
And luckily, none of the other categories were listed. Let me read off some of the options that were available.
Well, at least you
the
get-
content. if they had a critique about the show, the content, that'd be the worst thing that they could possibly say. the hosts, sound quality, length of episode, format of the show, games selected, release schedule, music/sound effects, a particular segment, the show is too focused, the show gets too off topic. And nobody voted for any one of those options.
Nice.
So that's good.
So we're doing really good, or people just don't like to click too many buttons.
Or they're not,
Yeah, that could
or
be.
they're not being honest. Yeah.
That's right. You know what? I'm going with the former. Thanks, everybody.
And then last one was, which of the pages have you visited? 90% have visited our Facebook page. Surprisingly, that wasn't 100% because that's where the poll was.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is very odd.
Somebody skipped. There's got to be. I think that point proves that either people weren't reading it or people voted for the game and didn't vote.
So maybe I'll just leave one question per
Yeah, that's
per future polls.
I'll
So
at least say
no one-
thanks for clicking on something.
yeah.
No one's been to the Instagram then? Is that what
I
that-
didn't list the Instagram. My apologies. I listed
Oh,
the Patreon page, Twitter page, Facebook page, and the website.
Got it.
so Facebook.
Yeah. Speaking of poll, we
This-
don't
this
have
one?
Yeah. Well, Jesus, I looked at
He's
your cross
pointing
too,
at his
Steve.
dick.
You looked at it, right at it. It's like a tower.
So we did just pull down our most recent poll, hence the Farming Simulator episode about to commence. But
Sorry.
we will be getting another poll up in the next few weeks. And Andy Hess, again, reach out to us, our Patreon donor. Let us know what game you would like featured on that poll.
Our MVP.
MVP, Andy Hess.
Name it, Andy. We'll make it happen.
He did give us a list of 4, so he could pick any
Oh.
one of those.
Really?
Or we could just go down the list of until we complete all of his, as long as he's a Patreon donor.
You know
Do you
what?
have those
Since
games?
I'm not gonna lie. Since he's actually like
He said we could pick too, whatever one we want to throw in the poll. Like I know we probably shouldn't throw up Alan Wake again since that was just on our most recent poll. He left Prince of Persia, and he I think was pushing the second one in the series.
I've never played those.
BioShock.
Okay.
Ooh.
I've played BioShock, yeah.
I don't know.
And then there was another game which he called his Black Stallion or something like that. I forget.
That's
the
what I
exact-
call mine too.
He has one of the game. It's
Black
in the,
Stallion.
I forget the exact term he used, but it's in the email.
His Dark Horse.
Maybe
Black Beauty?
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse.
Maybe
Black Bible?
That's a common thing.
Is
You're
it?
saying
Is it?
You're saying Black Stallion.
I don't know. Maybe I was trying to
Well, a Black
fanciful
Stallion is a
I'm
dark
trying
horse.
to fancy it up.
I'm trying to fancy it up. You want to see a black stallion?
Are you guys getting into character?
A little bit.
It's a small preview for next week.
Oh,
I think he meant Black Bible, Clark.
All right, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up.
Nope. One last thing.
Jesus Christ.
He said he had something to add after
no,
it,
I said
and now
it.
you're
I
trying
said
to
it.
take it
I
away
said
from him. I said it.
I said it.
I said it, motherfucker.
gosh.
Look at my Bible.
First, check out. We have the full listing of all of our grading done on the Facebook page. I pinned it to the. I pinned it to my dick.
I pinned it to my black lung.
I got the minor lung. I have the black cup.
Black Lung!
Merman. I'm a merman.
I love that movie.
Lung Black.
10 points, Ralph.
But it is pinned to the top of our Facebook page.
Still can't say it.
Pinned to the top of the. So it's down to the book face. Look online.
But anyway,
Well, thanks for putting that together. That was
thanks
Harry.
for pinning it.
The end of this episode.
It needs a little touch up. I want to get a little fancy with it.
Oh,
And again, it is
pinned to the top.
You must sound like
of our Facebook page.
Travolta in Battlefield Earth. Before you could even spell your name.
But no. In addition to that, I do want to reach out to our fans out there. If you guys disagree with any of our scores on the games, send us an email of what you think the grade should be.
Yeah.
I'm going to compile a list.
The list.
The list of our fans that send us their scores. Do same kind of format, more or less. Get their name at the top, plug in their score for the game, and we'll post
you can
that up
pick
as well.
any and all formats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any and all. Give us your own unique grading system. I will put it together on this chart.
You can do it.
So now you may finish the episode.
Oh, may I?
You may.
May I?
I give you permission.
Hey, that's going to wrap it up, guys, this week for MUBRS. I'm going to take it away.
All right, guys. That's it for MUBRS this week. Mubblers.
Which actually, my own little bit, because the MUBRS is the in-between. We're starting to throw a little bit of everything in there. If there's something you just want us to kind of bring up in topic, let us know about that too.
I played a sick game of checkers last week. I got king twice.
I moved my
I
bishop
played
from
checkers with my
J4
Meemaw.
to E7. It was the greatest move of my life. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, I jerked off with chocolate milk before I came here.
All right. Well, that wraps it
Leanne
up.
actually texted me about
Yeah,
that.
I know. I told her. I was telling text Ralph like,
Wait, what?
What the fuck was that? Wait, did you just turn into
With-
Mario?
With chocolate milk?
Yeah.
With chocolate milk.
yeah, because first thing I did as soon as Leanne
So wait-
came home, I pulled it out of the fridge,
He
took a big swig
he
and
gargles
gargled
it, spits it on his dick, masturbates.
I guess it's the
It's-
saliva
it's-
in there. It keeps it a little viscous and a little more like less friction on the skin.
Ralph's gagging just thinking about it. All right, thanks, guys. Join us next week for Farming Simulator 15.
This episode was weird.
Love you.